Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Halle Bailey's recent crash out on Twitter, where she stated that she was upset and she did not like the fact that her kid was on live stream. So she was mad at her baby daddy DDG, who took their child to Kai Cena's house. Now, I was very shocked. I mean, people really picked sides and people really collected her. I was very shocked. I was very shocked. I'm going to give my opinion at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get started on the stitches.
So Little Mermaid actress Halle Bailey says she didn't approve son Halo's appearance on Cenat's live stream. I am extremely upset. Let me show you what happened.
I don't want to make him cry, bro.
Nah, he cool.
Hold on, let me get you a seat real quick. Halo himself, live in the flesh. It's a pleasure to meet you, Halo.
Shake him up.
How it feel being a dad, though?
He really pulled that baby out of a bag like a magician pulls a rabbit out of his hat. Like, sir, what is going on? He is using this child for content. You're probably only on the show because you said you would bring the child. You realize that you alone isn't going to cut it. But if you bring your son, she has every right to be upset about this because she didn't sign up for all of this. He was doing all these interviews and saying little slick things, hoping he can get a rise out of her. And he knew that if he kept poking the bear, that one day she'd bite. She's going to have to get some kind of official custody agreement with rules, boundaries, and parameters, because if she doesn't, she's going to just be clicking through the channels one day and see her child there. You can't just do whatever you want like you're a single dad with sole custody. You have to check it over with the other person.
All right, I wanted to comment on this because a lot of times men don't get even an opportunity to do many things when it comes to their own children. You have a fully involved man who is taking care of his children. He's also taking care of you in a lot of aspects. Now, if you guys didn't have a conversation outside, offline, that said that, hey, we won't do X, Y, and Z with our child, you really can't get upset with him. Furthermore, whatever he's doing at his own time with his own child, with the child that you all share together, you can't control that. And I think that it's unfortunate that you would get on the internet and then try to say, oh, certain boundaries, if you didn't set the boundaries and agree to those boundaries. But again, it's almost to a point in some cases that I see a lot of women trying to control what a man does in his own home or when he's on his own time. And that's just unreasonable. The same thing, he can't control that in your life either. But we got a lot of men out here that don't even be in their kids' lives. This isn't really harming anything, and I'm really 6 feet in real life.
So Halle Bailey came on the Republican Party's internet and disclosed to us that she is experiencing severe postpartum depression, and she requests that her baby daddy not put her kid on live stream, only to be bombarded with tons of comments saying that she's weaponizing her postpartum, she's acting irrational, and that her request is just crazy because he's the dad, he should be able to do A, B, C, D, E. Well, the last time I checked, depression, especially postpartum depression, causes people to act a little what we may deem as irrational. Irrational thoughts, irrational fears, and probably irrational requests. Nevertheless, just because we see something as irrational does not mean that we get to trample over someone's boundaries. Most of all, have we fallen so far from grace that we cannot have empathy for a new mom? Is y'all cool?
Y'all done called Halle a bitter baby mama. Oh, y'all would hate to see me coming. Cause how y'all gonna get mad cause that girl don't want her son up there on that live? And we not even talking about just any live, not to mention that's Cenat live. Y'all must not know how many people attend his lives. And the way we just seen Kodak over there tripping out, I be trying to protect my baby's space too. Like, y'all can't call her bitter. This girl be quiet about so much, but now that she's speaking out saying that she don't want her baby on the live, y'all calling her bitter. Not to mention, DDG be having this baby everywhere. As mothers, it is important for us to protect our babies, protect their peace, protect their world, protect their image. Hell, she better than me, because if it was me, I'd pull up. I'm taking a jet, get it on the first flight. Hell, limo, whatever it takes. I'm coming to get my baby, because if I said don't have my baby up there, don't have my baby up there. And I really feel like she tried to reach out to him. He didn't give a fuck. So she took it to the internet because she's really a peaceful person. And if you ask me, DDG just being real bitter right now. Real fucking bitter.
Halle Bailey, to me, one of the most unproblematic people on the internet, deactivated her ex account because she received backlash because she didn't want Halo on the Cenat stream. Yeah, no. Why is my child on a Cenat stream where he be rolling around with Drewski and letting Kevin Hart take his shirt off and having whoever sleep over for 24 hours? Yeah, DDG, why are you doing that? And why are you not talking to me about it? Honestly, it's not even about Cenat, really. It's about the fact that you did that without even talking to her about it. And then now she's getting backlash for it. And, oh, she overreacted because she had a baby with a streamer. Are y'all, like... Man, listen. This is just all rage. Y'all just don't like women. That's it. And honestly, it don't even matter if she had the baby with a streamer. It don't matter if she had a baby with a streamer. That's still my child. You have to have permission to bring my child onto anything. So, Halle, get the full custody. Ladies, start the movement. The 4B, don't date that man. Don't give him nothing. Don't even marry him. He's not even worth it. He don't care about that man don't care about your rights. If he think Halle Bailey's in the wrong. Matter of fact, the best test ever. Play Megan Thee Stallion in the car and don't say a word. See how he reacts.
I'm not sure if Halle Bailey realizes this, but we didn't put her baby on that live stream with Cenat and DDG. That was all his dad's doing. And don't get me wrong, I totally understand her not wanting her baby to be used for clout, but this is who you chose to have a child with. DDG has always been about views. And now with the baby, he's going to take every chance he gets to try to go viral. Okay, the baby is beautiful. I love looking at the baby. I'm sure everyone else who's seen Halo also loves looking at him and thinks that he's precious. But you don't have to come online trying to bust a 187 in our asses. Okay, if you have a problem with the way that your baby is being exposed on social media, take that up with your baby daddy. Don't come on here trying to attack us because we didn't do it.
Situation with Halle Bailey and DDG didn't kind of open my eyes a little bit. And I see now that it's a lot of mothers out here who just really believe that they are more of a parent than the father is, just automatically based on the fact that they held the child in them for 9 months. And I just feel like this behavior, like similar to what Halle Bailey has displayed, a lot of women I've seen display the same behavior, where they just flat out don't trust their baby fathers or don't trust their husbands, the father of their children. And what that does is that it just enables weaponized incompetence. You sit here and you come online and you complain about how a man is not doing what he's supposed to do, how he's not active enough, how he don't provide you no help. But the second you see a man that does provide some assistance, that actually is doing what he's supposed to do and getting his kid, we bash him and we complain about the way that it was done. And all that's going to do is just cause more men to be like, well, shit, I'm not doing nothing right. I don't need to have a baby. I'll jump in when they're a teenager and I'll help more then. That's exactly why fathers don't even feel the need to chime in or do anything, because y'all really be making them feel like they not the father. And it just doesn't make any sense. DDG is just as much a parent as Halle Bailey is. And he has every right. If he wanted to bring that child on live, he can do that. He don't have to ask her permission and he don't have to run it by her. Quite frankly, when they decided to break up and become single parents, they decided that there was going to be times in a baby life that they didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's just kind of is what it is. The day that you decide that you're going to be a single parent and you're going to end your relationship with the baby mother or baby father, that's the day that you decided, like, it's going to be days and weeks out of the months, out of the years, that I'm just not going to know what my child is doing. Because, like, at the end of the day, that I'm not about to, I know if it was to happen to me, I'm not telling about my baby daddy every single thing we did. I don't have to. This is my time with my child, and this is what we did with my time. And you do what you own your time, what you do with that child. You decided that when you decided to end your relationship. And as much as you don't want to believe that, as much as you don't want to accept that, that's just what it is. He is the father. He is the parent too. And he has rights. Okay, let me start by saying this. At the end of the day, it took me 3 years to feel normal again after I had my kids. So I definitely understand postpartum depression. To me, this is more of a respect conversation. The same way the whole Darius thing happened with Keke Palmer and we like, hey, he could have texted her that. She should have texted him this. Not like seeing young people in relationships arguing, even if they broken up. When it comes to co-parenting, you forever together trying to figure this out, okay? I mean romantically. I just mean in life. The mama bear instincts. I get wanting to protect your kid. Absolutely. What you have to remember is that person over there, that person you had a child with, is equally trying to protect that child. I genuinely hope they talk it out amongst themselves because that's really what matters. They come to the conclusion of keep the baby off the internet. That goes for both parties. If that's the case, it's not fair for you to post the kid sometime with your sister and then sometimes if we're not going to post them, don't post them at all. I did think it was super cute that Kai gave him some gifts at the end though. Oh, it's such a cute little baby. Who you think was wrong in the situation? Was it DDG or was it Halle?
I know I ain't got no kids, but this was so disingenuous to me. I feel like DDG really be going out his way to do stuff to provoke Halle. And I said this before in the video that I did before. It's like no matter what, he is never in the blogs for DDG being DDG. He is always in the blogs for being attached to Halle. And I know I ain't got no kids, again, but let's be serious. Why would you bring a newborn baby in a purse to Cenat house? Like this nigga, we literally just saw the viral videos of Kodak going up there, zooted out of his mind. And like, let's be serious, from Halle perspective, after seeing that, she probably like, what the my baby is around. I don't want my baby around that shit. Then right after Halle Bailey made her statement or whatever, saying basically, why my fucking baby, I wasn't told my baby was gonna be on the live stream at this house. And he saw it, all of a sudden a clip from Cenat's stream where the microphone was so-called still on. He was like, oh, that tweet backfired on her. Like, you don't think this nigga be gaslighting her for real, for real? Like, be serious. I can't wait till this clout die down and he just go back to his realm, his niche, whatever the fuck he had going on, because I'm tired of him being attached to that girl name. And we don't even know why they broke up. They never even went into detail. They kept that under wraps. So I can only imagine, you already know he clout chased. I can only imagine what he got caught up with. And you know he probably was still fucking around with Ruby Rose. Let's be serious. I mean, the only thing I can really say is at least he in his child life. He take care of his child. He love his son. But he clout chase.
Why we sit here acting like Holly's tweet was not valid? I can't be the only one that saw Kodak Black popping it. And then on top of that, Kai literally just had the SWAT team come through his house. Of course she wouldn't want her child around there. Shit, I wouldn't either. I'm pretty sure as a first-time mom, you want to protect your child to the fullest, to the best of their ability. I don't think it was a problem that Halo was even there. It was the fact that she found out through social media. Because if that's the case, then she could have took the proper precautions to make sure that Halo would be safe. God forbid something happens to DDG and Halo, Holly would not have known where they was. So yes, when you are co-parenting, communication is very much key. You will want to know where your child is at all times, just in case something happens. Like, we all know Halo been on social media since he was born, but that's not the problem. Let's use our frontal lobes here and realize that it's about the principle. It's not about Halo being on stream in front of millions of people. Y'all be trying to find every excuse to call Holly a bitter baby mama and jealous and this, that, and the third, when it's not even about that, baby. It's the principle.
Guys, I want you to take a look at these videos before I give my opinion, okay?
Huh? No. Huh?
And what you got going on.
But that's why sometimes you can't always say it, but at times when it feels good, that's when you say it sometimes. Yeah.
I completely understand where she's coming from. Okay, I get both sides, people choosing his side and people choosing her side. I get it, right? Now, from her side, I see it this way. This just happened. You know what happens at this man's live. I just wish you gave me a heads up. Okay, I get that. And also taking a look at how many times have she communicated with him. She kept her pregnancy private. I mean, it's no surprise that she wants to keep her kid private. She posts her kid occasionally. I get that. Does she ask him for permission? We don't know. So I completely understand her literally saying, it's really just safety reasons. I get that. We're not going to get too deep into, she has social media for the kid, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to get into that. I get the fact that she just wanted a heads up. Now, has DDG shown her, I don't need to check with you because you know that you can lay your head down when that child is with me? Over and over again, this man has constantly put a camera on that child's face. Over and over again, we know this man is always in scandals. It's never really about him. It's always about, somebody, something he using for clout, right? Using her name for clout. We also know that. Now, we understand where she's coming from. That woman just had a child. She was honest and she stated that she is going through depression. We know how that can affect someone. I don't know how that can affect someone as a mother, but I know how that can affect a regular person, right? So she was honest. She apologized. She took accountability. Move on. Now, if you don't trust the person that you have a kid with, your mind will never be at peace. Like I get that. But y'all need to have these type of conversations. Y'all are new parents and y'all need to figure this out, like off the camera. Off the camera. I don't know if it's her saying that I've talked to him about this enough and I don't want to talk to him about it again. I'm just going to take it to social media. Maybe then he'll listen. That's still not an effective way to do it. That's not, your kid is involved. This is none of our business. Honestly, this is something that y'all should be resolving outside of social media. He has rights. Whether she likes it or not, he has rights. That is his child. That is their child. You have say in how that child is being raised. He has say in how that child is being raised. Again, whether you like it or not. So I do understand both sides. I get it's like, why would I need to ask you for permission if I'm just taking my child out? I'm spending time with my kid doing something that I do all the time. She knows he's a content creator. She knows he's a streamer. She knows like he loves clout, right? So he's doing something that he loves and he is pretty much just spending time with his kid as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and bring his child up on that and make his child the next, Kai Cena, right? So that is something that needs to be resolved off of social media. I understand both sides, and I'm glad that there were a lot of people just giving her grace because I was just so shocked. Like, they collected sis. They collected her. And a lot of people were just being so rude and disrespectful. I didn't even want to put those videos up. People were just like, she's being bitter and she needs to stop. Give her some grace. She's not weaponizing her postpartum. Okay? Just give her some grace. Give both of them some grace. Okay? Because he actually came out and stood up for her. I appreciate that. They are new parents. they need grace and they need to keep all of this off of social media. But we all know that's not going to get clicks, it's not going to get views, it's not going to keep them relevant. So we're going to keep seeing more of this, unfortunately. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. Thank you guys for making it this far into the video. I hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.